Hey guys, Dazanar here. I'm in one of my favorite parks today. It's called Tosohatchee Wildlife Management Area, and it's only a $3 fee, and you can drive throughout most of the park. So I was just gonna go down this Powerline road here, and it takes me all the way down to the St. Johns River, and I'm gonna hang out there for a little bit today. Just let you guys see some of the forest along the power lines and the creeks that we pass, and yeah. It's a long road, so I'll probably edit this. I'm still learning how to do stuff like speed up footage, but I think I'll either do that or I'll just cut this into little sections for you guys to see one of the two. So right here you've got a pine forest, pine flats forest, also a oak hammock right there, an oak and sable palm hammock, and it kind of just interchanges that way throughout Tosohatchee. It's pretty cool. It's mainly a pine forest, I would say, though. And there's a bunch of creeks that run right through it. Where those creeks are, you get a more of like a floodplain terrain, which I've shown you guys before, and that's really cool too. There's a lot of that. So there's just a whole bunch of different ecosystems out here, but mainly what you'll be seeing as we drive through the power lines today is this pine habitat, which this all used to be here before they just pretty much mowed it all down to build these power lines. Shaky. So what they also did, because you know in college just built this place, there's a canal on this side to allow the water to flow this way because it floods. And since they built the canal there, what they have are these trees or wooden power lines or logs, whatever it is. They use different things, and they have these land bridges across the canal so that animals can cross it when it floods out. Right now it's pretty dry. We've only gotten one rain here in Florida so far. Well, I think we've had two, but they were weeks spread apart. We still need lots more rain. But this is the land bridge I'm talking about. There's multiple of these. It's really cool. It's an incredible amount of square acreage, square miles, however you want to measure it. It's a lot of land here. It's the biggest park, really, I think I visit, except for maybe Seminole Ranch, which has a much more bigger expanse. But this is one of the larger parks I visit here in Florida. They once upon a time tried to make sure that there are as many native species and grasses here as possible. I know that native flowers definitely bloom here too. So it's just not like this, you know, invasive field of grasses. There's a whole bunch of like biodiverse native grasses and flowers and rare species that are here. It's just, you know, that was not, this was forest, right? This was a completely different ecosystem, and we're lucky that we're changing. Sorry, I'm not talking into the camera, so I don't know if it's picking up all the volume. We're gonna do an edit, and we'll pick up once we get closer to the creeks and some other interesting sites. How about that, guys? kind of see what I mean about the diversity out here. Got like wildflowers out in the back, these aquatic plants here, and these onion bulby looking things. I don't know what they are, but they remind me of certain types of onions, but you know, I'm not a plant expert. It's just really cool how diverse it really is. Over this side, there's this little bridge up here I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to walk in there and show you what it's like in the forest here for a little bit, and then we'll continue on to the river, and I'll also think of another video idea. Nope, not a gator. You can often see gators in that though. So here's that little path I told you about. This amazing land bridge. Got scat. Look at this guy. So many lizards on here. The water level really does get pretty high in the summer. It's super low right now. See all this spread of life here in this water? Oh my gosh, I love water. Alright, check this out, guys. Some red maple, pretty invasive. Pretty everywhere. You got poison oak, or no, that's poison ivy, my bad. Get away. Oh well. Sable palm. This is a hammock right here. It's a sable palm hammock. Most of the trees here are gonna be sable palm. You're gonna see some live oak tree that are very old here. These guys are invasive. These red maple. Tosohatchee was once heavily logged, just like how Scott had been. They got the cypress, they got the pine, you know, the same thing that they did at House Scott. But Tosohatchee is such a massive area compared to House Scott that there was still many pristine areas, and they didn't do nearly as much damage as you can tell they did in House Scott. So it's a lot more intact and beautiful. It's hard for me to tell you how old this forest is. Some of these live oak are definitely in their 200s. So a lot of these red maple are pretty young as well. So this is a relatively old forest in human terms. See, this live oak right here is probably pushing the 200. It's a small 100 to 200 year old live oak, but it's got to compete with everything down here. So they don't get nearly as massive as they do sometimes when there's no other things to compete for resources like light and nutrients. Check out this guy. Oh yeah. Oh no. Climbing with one hand. I need new shoes too. These are so old. Traction's like gone. But I mean, this will go on for a while like this. So probably just gonna turn around here because I want to get down to the river. And I don't want this video to drag on forever. It's a cedar tree. They're very rare. There are parts, if we continue to go down further this way, that will be flooded out. Becomes more of like a swamp and a floodplain for the creek that's around here. The creeks that are here just flood a lot. Anyways, let's get back to the river journey so we can end this and do a philosophy video. Check out this. So we're coming up on Jim Creek here. This bridge is very old. Very old.